Alright, hey everybody. So I'm at home on my Mac making this video for you. Photoshop's going to pretty much look the same, so don't worry too much about that. But I just want to show you guys it's going to look a little bit different because I'm on my Mac, so same buttons. Shouldn't be too bad, but let's get going. So what we're going to be doing today is making a GIF. It's again an animated picture. So we have the standing still picture right here, and we're going to be able to make it move a little bit using Photoshop. Now Photoshop isn't made to make animated videos or nothing like that, but it can do simple things like this, which we're going to do today. And we're going to go more into GIFs later on this week, so it should be pretty cool. The first thing you're going to do is obviously open up this document in Photoshop. It should look just like this. If it's locked, make sure you come over here and unlock it, and you should be good to go. Now the first thing that you're going to want to do is get your magic wand tool, and again make sure the sample size is a 3x3 average, and your tolerance, it should be about 20, and you should be good. I'm going to click on the white background, and there we go. Everything that's selected is white. Now we have to remember, just like last week, we needed to go to select, and we needed to go to inverse, because again, inverse is the opposite of what is selected. So right now the white is selected. I want the opposite of that, which will give me my turtle, and I'm going to click on that, and now I have the turtle selected. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to layer, and you're going to go to new, and you're going to go layer via cut. So you see right over here, your turtle just should pop up on this new layer background. And if I undo the eyeball, you can see that there's my old layer with a turtle cut out of it. So what you have to do here is you're going to actually take your paint bucket. Again, it's right here. It might look like this for you, so it's in the gradient tool paint bucket. You're going to want to make sure white is your foreground color, so you're going to make sure that's the top one. Again, you can switch these around just by doing that. And if you ever need to default back to normal colors, so right now I have the red and black, but if you ever want to go back to the default, click on this little guy right here. It'll take you back to the default foreground colors, and you can switch those around just like that. So I have my white. Make sure you're selected on the layer that you need to be working on, and you're just going to start clicking and painting this in, because you want to make sure this is a completely white background. So just like that. Next, what you're going to do, you turn your turtle back on so it looks like he's on the white background. What you need to do now is you're going to click on the turtle, right click on him, and we're going to copy him or duplicate him right there. So layer 1 copy is fine, and then now we have the turtle there and the turtle there. Click on the layer 1 copy turtle, and you're going to go to edit and click on puppet warp. Now what this is, it attaches a bunch of lines to your picture. As you can see, a bunch of like spiderweb looking lines, and it's pretty much all the points of the picture that it can pick up using the pixels. So what you want to do is, because we're just going to make this head bob up and down, really simple, we have to put these little points down. I'm just clicking on my mouse, and what this does is they're called anchor points. So what these points make happen is not these specific parts that we're clicking down can't move no more. So if I make sure all these points are clicked, now you don't have to get exactly like mine. You're just kind of clicking all over the place, because you do not want any of this to move. So you don't want any of his body to really move. We can move his legs later, but right now I'm just clicking a bunch of anchor points. Sometimes you get this cannot add a new pin because it is too close to an existing pin. So that's no big deal. Just click OK. Just start clicking somewhere else. So you should have a solid foundation of his body, bottom part, being pretty anchored down, meaning none of these can move. None of these points are going to move. Everything else is going to move around it. I'm going to throw like a couple on his neck. Maybe that one right there. And then the final one you want to do is kind of put up here towards his nose. Again, does not have to be at the same spot that I have, but just somewhere up here. What you're going to do now is if you click, left click and hold on this, you can actually bring his head down. So anywhere right about there, so you can kind of see the animation being formed right now. And I'll make it go like right there. And then once you do that, hit enter on your keyboard. So his head is down. Now if I come over here to my layers, you can see that if I turn this one off, his head is down. And if I turn this one on, his head is up. So right here, his head is down. So what you want to do is we want head up, head down, head up, head down. Just need 4 layers total, or 5 including layer 0. So I'm going to come up here to layer 1, and I'm going to duplicate that layer. Right click and duplicate, or you can hit Control J on your keyboard. And I'm going to duplicate it, layer 1, copy 2. Alright, so this one has 2 heads up, but I don't want that. I'm going to put that head up above the head down. So now I have, if you see here, head up, head down, head up. So I'll show you real quick. So head up, head down, head up. Alright, so I have those all going. Now I want one more head down. So what you're going to do, go to layer 1 copy. I'm going to duplicate that layer. Layer 1 copy 3 is fine. Again, so now I got to make sure that it is up a little bit above the head up. So now you should have, I'll turn them off real quick just to show you. It looks like you should have a head up, head down, head up, head down. So it should look something like that. So now you have all your layers up, which is awesome. What you're going to do next is you are going to go to window, yep. And we're going to come down here to timeline. Timeline is pretty much the new way that Photoshop makes GIFs. Now in here you want to make sure that you might do a video timeline or frame animation. Well, since we're using frames, these are technically frames, each layer, we want a frame animation. So make sure frame animation, and you can go ahead and click on that. Alright, so now what's going to happen is you've got to come over here in this new little drop box area that we now have. There's a little down arrow right here. You have some play buttons, some other little commands over here that you're going to be working with. So I need you to come to this one right here, and you're going to actually click on create new layer. I know what we're going to do. We want make frames from layers. So you can click on make frames from layers. So what that just did is it made frames from all the layers that we have in here. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. You can see head up, head down, head up, head down. Alright, the next thing you want to do is come here and click on layer 0 because that's that white background. And you're going to put match layer across frames. Click OK. So what that just did is it added all the white to the layer background. So it doesn't look all gray anymore. They all have a white background. Since we do not need layer 1 no more because it's just a white background, you can click on it, hold it, and then drag it over here to this little bucket, little dumpster, and let go. So now we have our 4 layers. Head up, head down, head up, head down. What you're going to do now is you're going to just change the timing of the layers. So you have 0.1 seconds, 0.2 seconds, 0.5. So you can kind of see the delay of when the head comes up and the head comes down. Right now we'll just do 0.2 seconds for each one. 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. Alright. Now down here is the looping. How many times do you want this to happen? So we can do, just by default it has 3 times, forever. You can always customize it, but we're going to do forever so it just keeps repeating itself. So forever. Alright. And if you just click play to view it, you can see there's your turtle, head up, head down, head up, head down. It's just looping it all the way through over and over and over. It's kind of cool. Now, if you want to save this, what you have to do is you got to go to File, and we got to go to Save for Web. And here, all this different junk in here, it's just going to be like this. You're going to want to click Save, Images Only. You're going to want those in your student folder. I'm going to send those on my desktop just to show you guys real quick what it kind of looks like. I'm going to click Save. And then if I go to my desktop, what's going to happen is this is going to open up in a web browser. So let's see here if I can go to, if I can find it, Turtle GIF right here. So if I double click on it, it's going to open it up and it looks like the preview. Let's see here. Maybe I saved it wrong somehow. So File, Save for Web, GIF, Save, Format, let's try HTML, see what happens there. Save, minimize this. Where's HTML turtle at? Is it up here now? Nope, that's not the one I want. HTML. Why isn't it saving? File, Save for Web, GIF, Save, HTML, Desktop, Save, Replace. Why can't we find this on my desktop? That is the question. Oh, here you go, HTML turtle. So there it opens up, but it still doesn't want to open up. Let's see here. So that is pretty much how you're going to make your animated GIF turtle. So just in here right now, we're just going to have it play. And it should look something like that. That watermark in the background, you're going to have to kind of ignore it because it's there. But that should be what you guys are working on. Alright, hopefully we can get this done today, and I will figure out how to save it for the web a little bit later. Alright, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.